Hello Internet, Jesus loves you. My name's Cody, and this is the Christian News Show on Tuesdays and Thursdays with GeeksOnAGrace.com, and from now on, it should be a little bit more consistent for a while. But getting right into the news, first of all, I am so angry, but Of Kings and Prophets has been canceled because nobody likes it but me. And I've said this from the beginning, but I think they did themselves just a terrible disservice by calling themselves the biblical Game of Thrones. For Christians, that sounded too edgy, and then for everyone else, it's a biblical Game of Thrones. That being said, I think it could have been a great series, and I would love to see Christian television or Christian movies take more serious tones. But not all hope is lost for Christian media because a trailer has come out for Ben-Hur. It's a remake of a movie that came out a bazillion years ago, and I didn't really know what it was about. I knew that it had Christian themes. And I was way off. I thought it took place during Exodus, because he's a slave, so I figured, okay, if it's a slave, must be the Egyptian slaves. But for those who have never heard of this at all, it's a historical fiction. It takes place in the same time era as Jesus. You even get a glimpse of his crucifixion during the trailer. And it's about this noble, rich Jewish man who gets betrayed by his own brother and becomes a slave. And from there, it just kind of becomes Gladiator. He joins the chariot races because he's a slave. The end goal is to win as many chariot races as he can so that he can face his own brother. But it looks super high quality. It's supposed to have Christian themes. The old one had a lot of them. It comes out this August, and I'm stoked. Also, it's going to star Morgan Freeman with dreadlocks, so, you kind of have to watch it. And our next story takes us to Idaho. I was actually kind of excited about it, but now I'm a little nervous. Legislators in Idaho have passed a bill that would allow Bibles to be used in high school classrooms. And at first, I thought it just meant Bibles in school, and I was like, yeah, students should definitely be allowed to have Bibles on them. That would be crazy if they couldn't. But basically, this bill says that you can use the Bible in your classroom to teach historical lessons, literature, basically anything but science, which if they want to get this passed, that makes sense. And I think if used correctly, there can be an unbiased about it. I haven't actually looked at the bill itself, but it does bring up some concerns. Like when it says literary, are they going to have their students read the book of Romans and then write a report on it? Because to us Christians, that sounds awesome, but to everyone else, there would be riots in the streets, and it puts another negative light on the Bible. I mean, we want people to want the Bible around, not try to petition against it, and petitions against it make more people go, yeah, that is wrong. The governor still needs to approve it, so who knows if this will actually go all the way through or not, but so far it is making some headway. And going on from that, we have to go to our serious notes. There was a terrorist attack in Brussels, Belgium. At least 34 killed and over 170 people injured. There were a series of 3 bombs, 2 of them in a major airport and then another in a subway station. And I usually like to refrain from telling people about the killers, but ISIS is claiming the credit for the attack. And we're going to keep hearing these stories until we do something about ISIS. And what's really freaky is even if we take care of ISIS, the ideas are still inspiring people for whatever sick, twisted reason. I mean, there's no easy answer to how do you kill an idea. That being said, prayers for Brussels, prayers to the rest of Europe, and prayers to anyone who has to go up against ISIS. Prayers that the Daesh will fall, because no matter how soon it is, it will not be soon enough. Remember to be grateful. I'm definitely grateful right now that I haven't had to deal with any of this kind of loss. I can't imagine what the friends and family of those people who died or are injured are going through right now. And maybe some of you have gone through that kind of loss, and if so, I am so sorry. I can't imagine what you had to go through. But for a lot of us, that's not the case. We're lucky here in the United States. It's this Christian bubble. So, yeah. Question of the day, Bible being taught in school, yes or no? I would think it'd be great if I didn't think that everyone would riot and get mad and protest and all of that. But I want to know what you guys have to say. So please leave a comment in the comment section down below with your answer. Make sure you check out GeeksOnAGrace.com for more geeky content. My name's Cody Armour, reading Christian news in a not-so-boring kind of way every Tuesday and Thursday. In closing, let the haters hate, let the Christians pray, and to everybody like to subscribe. I will see you later, and God bless.